welcome to our channel, bigbeerblog.com. We're all new to craft beer, me in particular, and this lockdown has really given us the opportunity to give it a real good crack, try lots of different beers. But I thought, why stop there? So I thought, actually, let's have a go at making my own beer. So last year I tried to make my own cider. I miraculously managed to turn my cider back into water. So the opposite of Jesus there. So not a great benchmark to start, but I'm willing to learn. I thought I'd buy a few more bits from that amazing shop eBay to add to my cider equipment and see if I can do the magic trick of turning water into beer. What I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to show you all of the equipment I've got. Hopefully I've got the stuff that I need to actually make beer. What I'm also going to do is talk you through the stages and put it in basic terms, because in all my research on the net there's lots of weird terms like sparging and things like that, which 2 weeks ago didn't really make much sense to me now. Make a little bit more sense to me now, but hopefully I can give you a bit of a helping hand to make some beer. I've currently got some beer in my fermenter. I've got 2 on the go at the moment, and the beer that's in there at the moment is Elvis Juice. So that's the beer that I'm going to show you how to make. The only reason I know how to do that is because BrewDog have actually posted all of their recipes online for free, which is awesome. I've also used a program called Brewer's Friend, which I downloaded on my PC. Amazing program. It's made everything so much easier. So watch, enjoy, laugh at my terrible cooking skills and the fact that I have to brew this beer whilst my wife is cooking dinner. So there might be a bit of a chili con carne vibe to this this beer, but who knows? That's still 4 weeks away. Okay, let's go for it. So what I'm doing now is just filling my sink up. I'm then going to add some of this sodium metabisulfate, which I only found out today, stupidly, is exactly the same as Campden tablets. Exactly the same. Same product, I had that stuff all ready, so I could have started this earlier. So on here it says 1 teaspoon per pint of water. So I'm just going to fill up the sink about halfway. Add some sodium metabisulfate. I'm called Campden tablets from now on, it's easier to say. And then I need to sterilise everything that I'm going to use today. Everything in these pretty little things. Got my airlock here. My distillate thermometer, my lovely little cheap one from eBay. I'm also going to sanitise the packet it came in, because I'm going to use this as my test tube for my hydrometer, because I didn't buy one stupidly. Also got my hydrometer. And then last of all, my fermenter. This is a demijohn, 5 litre. Okay. I would say that lot's clean. Okay, next job is to fill up one of the pans with my stripe water. Funny term for the water you start with. Okay, so I'm going to fill up one of my pans, I'm going to measure some water to fill up one of my pans with the water. I'm going to get up to roughly between 65 and 68 degrees centigrade to then plonk all my malt and my grain in. Stripe water, the first bit of water you're going to start with. And I'm using Brewer's Friend, the app. To be honest, it's so good. It tells me how much water I need to fill up straight away. We're at temperature. Just started my timer for 75 minutes. Looks like a lot, but that's what the measurement said and that's what I ordered, but we'll see if it works. I'll put half of it in Okay. It is essentially porridge. This is what it looks like. Oh, it does smell sweet. What we're wanting is at this temperature range. So I've read. This is all second-hand information, so don't judge me. But from what I've read, the starch at this temperature will convert into sugar. Any higher, it goes a bit bitter apparently. Like this for 75 minutes now. I'm going to give it a stir every 10 minutes. So I think it might be time to crack open a beer. Okay, we've got about 1 minute left, but I think we'll crack on the sparge water, aka the water you pour over all the grain to get more of the sugars out. So what I've got here is, nope, not being hailed. Perfect. Just my stopwatch on my laptop. So I've got this big pan. I think it's between 10 and 20 litres. I've no idea, to be honest. I've never filled it up all the way. Colander that I cleaned up earlier. Luckily that sits in the middle. But luckily I'm expecting a baby. So we've got plenty of muslin sheets, and that is the material you need to collect all this up without injuring oneself. Is pour that through here, collect the wort, the beer before it becomes beer, in the bottom of here. Then I'll put this on the top of here and pour this back through it again. Okay? Just sort of like a double filter. Finish wrong. So that's filling right up. And let it drain through. I can hear it draining. So you know I did get permission. There we go. To use this baby muslin. We've got so many. But again, first time for that as well. Who knows? Maybe I'll need this one. Hopefully not. Okay, next time, invest in a strainer bag. Does it smell like beer yet? No. So I've seen some YouTubers squeeze the bag to get more of that wort out. That does increase your efficiency. But then I've seen other people say don't, because it actually squirts out all the tannins, all the things that actually we don't really want in there. I need to very carefully pull this lot through. So roughly 3 litres. That takes into account evaporation, waste. About a litre. Where are we at? One of the struggles of doing this in lockdown with a pregnant wife is that she don't care for beer right now, and I can't get help from over 2 metres. Right, so I've got the wort into the pot. I strained it through that material 3 times in the end, because my original gravity was 1.020, which is well too low. I want it to be roughly 1.070, so 50 points off. Put it through again, and I got 1.44, and then I put it through again, 1.040, and put it through again, 1.045. So a lot closer, but by the end of it, that bag was knackered, so I couldn't put any more in. This beer is also going to have a lovely chilly smell going on as well, but I promised I will tidy the kitchen up afterwards. That's on camera. This will take an hour. After 30 minutes, I'll put the first set of hops in, and I'll show you that when I get to it. Okay, just had the 20-minute timer, which means I need to add some hops. So I've got just over 3 grams of Amarillo, just over 3 grams of Simcoe. Chuck it straight in. Boom. Okie dokie, we have got just under 10 minutes left on boil, which means I've got a few things I need to chuck in. Okay, so I've got some Amarillo, Citra and Simcoe. Citra is twice the size for this one, it's just over 6 grams. Okay, Amarillo, Simcoe and Citra. Also really brave, very brave indeed. Calls for 40 grams of orange peel and 40 grams of grapefruit peel in this. Gone for 40 of orange and 60 of grapefruit. It does say add as much as, depending on how brave you're feeling. And because we were down a bit on the sugars, some people have actually added grapefruit juice. So hopefully the sugars in the grapefruit juice may put the gravity up a little bit, never know, but it's got that rich flavour. Now we've got less than a minute left, so I'm going to pop in half of a flocculation tablet. It's made of something called Irish Moss, and what it does is it gets all the rubbish, all the little particles that make your beer hazy. And seeing as I had a bit of a mishap with my muslin earlier, I've probably left quite a few particles in there. Okay, what I've done, ice bath, loads of ice cubes, and salt will help to lower that temperature very quickly. Because the next stage pitching the yeast, but we can't do that at boiling temperature, the yeast would die. So this needs to get down to 20 to 21 degrees centigrade. Pop him on there, empty the sink, use my tube, hopefully, and siphon that good stuff into there. Job done. Just gotta wait for it to cool down. Okay, so my beer so far is almost at 21 degrees, but I just took a gravity reading. There's lots of bits and bobs in there, so I'm going to have to straighten it out, and I'm going to change my method as well. But I am at 1.072. My initial reading was completely out. Reason one, I didn't stir the wort, so I was picking up sort of dead spots, as it were. And reason two, it was far too hot. You should be taking your final readings apparently around room temperature. A couple more minutes, I'm well happy with that new reading. So I'm going to try and do this solo. It's going to be funny if it doesn't work. But the idea is, put him up here. All of this has been sterilised already as well. Put him down here. And as I said earlier, this is all just stuff that I had from a previous attempt at making cider. So I haven't got any fancy auto siphons or anything like that. I've literally got a bit of tubing, a lock off, a funnel and a bucket. Okay, so there's my, to be honest, really hazy beer. I hope it's meant to look like that. But I've got a whole packet of yeast. I did some calculations online and I was planning on using just 2.5 to 3 grams, and apparently that's nowhere near enough for the gravity that it's meant to be. What I've read is if you don't put enough in, it won't get rid of all the sugars. If you put too much in, you might not have as much of the yeast flavour come through. So this was a C-Fail USO5 equivalent, and that's from Cross My Hoof on eBay. Always have good advice. And then I think I'll do it to shake it up a bit. Cool, there's lots of bits in it. And a little bit in it. Okay, need to fill up my airlock. And then this will go in my shed. Well, now it can sit at 21 degrees without getting too much temperature fluctuation. Cheers. So I've just moved the demijohn from another counter, so it's just stirred up a little bit. But this is what we've got. You can see a load of the sediment and stuff sitting to the bottom, and this was only bottled a couple of minutes ago. And yeah, I did have to top up about a litre, so I did something wrong, but we got beer. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Right, I'll see you in a week.